because our next guest, Pete Prisco, who's great at what he does, he hasn't seen Star Wars either. Pete, how in the world is this possible?
Well, you got to remember, I'm a little older than Jason, so when I was 17 and 18, when they came out, I was doing other things.
Hey, you could do those things in the theater. I mean, what's stop? Hey, Pete, what's the difference? Star Wars, Porky's, what's the difference?
Yeah, right? I mean, you know what? It was weird. I've never been a sci-fi guy. I mean, I like some of the old sci-fi stuff and different, like, the Twilight Zone and all that stuff, but I've never been like a Star Trek or Star Wars guy. And like my wife loves it, and she's like, "You got to sit down and watch one of them." And I'm like, "Yeah, one of these days."
Wow. All right. Listen, teachers,
Star Wars nerds, huh? I like it.
Yeah,
Well, not really nerds, but we have an appreciation for Star Wars for sure. I'm a
little bit of a Star Wars nerd. Tiki's a nerd about
I'm a
everything.
Doctor Who nerd. You don't even know who that is, do you, Pete?
I know, but somebody told me I was a little Ewok, so I guess that's...
Well, here's the news flash. That's not a compliment, Pete.
Yeah, I know. But aren't they little tough guys that like go on your legs and stuff? And,
they're little fur balls that dance around on bridges.
But I read up, they're little fur balls that fight, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No, they have an aggressive side. No doubt about it.
I'll take that as a compliment.
There you go.
The two tree trunks that took out the
That's right.
the walkers. That was awesome.
That's right. So basically, when you push an Ewok in a corner, much like when you put Prisco and push him in a corner, they come out swinging. And, let's get to the bottom of this here, Prisco. Now, I'm not even sure what the official contest is called, but before the season started, it was me and Pete. It was Coach Cower, Boomer, Bart, Adam Shine, Tony Gonzalez, and I think that's it. And it was a national contest and open to everybody, and we have about 70,000 entries who were doing it. We pick games every week, right? And I was trying to have a little fun with Prisco. The winner buys the loser dinner, whatever, or the loser buys the winner dinner. And Prisco started really hot, and he was talking a little smack. And then I circled back 5 weeks later when he went a little cold, and I jumped in front of him. And all of a sudden, and I know that things get misconstrued over Twitter, but I thought you and I had a moment where it got a little icy. You got a little surly there, Prisco.
No,
you did.
No, you got a little too bold and brash. And,
what else is new?
Yeah, right. Well, I'm the same way. But,
yeah, I know you are.
All I said is you're paying way too much attention to it.
You did,
like that.
And I took that. I'm very sensitive. Don't let the loud voice. I'm a very sensitive person, and
that
bothered
you're ahead of me now, aren't you? Because I went down the toilet for a while.
I am in front. Matter of fact, I lead all you guys, but I am in 2,927th place, which is actually pretty good, I think.
Wow, who's leading?
I think
some bookie.
Yeah, it could be anybody. I really don't know.
It's funny because I'm in the Super Contest this year too in Vegas. So I've actually had pretty good.
Now,
years.
what is that? Well, I don't even know what that is.
That's the big contest in Vegas where you enter and they sponsor me. You enter 1,500 and you put 5 picks each weekend, and the grand prize is like 800 million, something like that. I don't know. But I've had a good season. I'm like, because you only pick 5, and I'm about 7 games over 500. And I put those picks on Sportsline every week, which is the other site we have. And, and so I'm about 7 games over, I think 6-7 games over 500, which is tough.
Well, no, listen, Pete, you've been doing this for a long time, and you're really good at it. Although I think the 7 games over 500 is going to sink to 6 because for some reason you picked the Giants to beat the Panthers. I mean, come on, Prisco.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
This is late season surge time for the Giants.
Yeah.
Eli and Coughlin and the gang, and they're starting to get a little pressure up front. This is late season surge time, and hey, Carolina is not unbeatable. I mean, come on.
So far, they are.
Right, okay, but they've been good, and they've been very good, and Cam's been very good. But and they got no Jonathan Stewart this week. I think that's going to hurt them. I just think it sets up well for the Giants. I got some weird picks in the contest this week. That's one of them, and flip side is I'm going against the other New York team in Dallas.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
Why do you feel the Jets, after doing what they needed to do, took care of business against the Tennessee Titans, will go down against also an inferior team in Dallas and lose?
I think Dallas's pass rush, the front, starting to get really good, and Hardy is a great player. So I think they're going to, the one thing that the Jets can do is throw the football around. I got to give him credit. I didn't think Fitzpatrick to Marshall would be nearly as good, and I did a big thing on Marshall this week and broke him down. The guy's playing great football.
He is.
But I think that the flip side of that is I think they'll pressure him.
Pete, about Marshall, and you've been around this game a long time, and I never looked at him in this context. He's probably a Hall of Famer, right?
He's pushing it. There's no doubt he's pushing it. You got to remember all these receivers. I mean, Marvin Harrison didn't get in last year, and all these receivers they kind of get in a logjam
True.
together. So I think he's pushing it, and look. I didn't think I thought, last year he was 11 point something per catch last year. So usually that's a sign when you get a little older, your numbers start going down like that, you're slowing down. This year, he's way above that. And he's had a lot. He's got 440-plus plays in the passing game. And so to me, yeah, he's been one of the bigger surprises, and the Jets got to be thrilled that they have the guy.
One of the other teams in the AFC that started out on gangbusters, obviously, was the Cincinnati Bengals. Now Andy Dalton's out. What can we expect from A.J. McCarron? Because he holds the key to the fortunes of this Cincinnati team, which has had a great season, but now may be in trouble if he can't play.
Hey, he referenced Tom Brady, so I mean they got that going for him.
Yeah.
You know what though? I don't mind that, and a lot of people looked at it and go, "What is he doing? What is he doing? What's he supposed to do? Curl up in the fetal position in the corner and cry for his mommy?" I mean,
yeah.
I
like it
the
too.
guy who comes out and says, "Look, maybe I am the next Tom Brady. I might show you." Now Tiki, when somebody tackles him, they're going to go, "Hey, I don't think you're Tom Brady."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But I think that's all in fun, and I think, look, I want a guy with swagger and confidence, and who knows? He did some really good things last week. He did some bad things, but he had a couple nice throws. There was one in the middle of the field that, people remember the long ball to Green, but he had another one in the middle of the field that I was really impressed with. So, yeah, it's tough to lose Andy Dalton. That team is still talented. If he can, get them 2, 3, 4 big passing plays a game, I think they have a chance to still be a good team. And next week they play at Denver.
Mm-hmm.
If they go to Denver and win at Denver, then they're going to get a bye and they might sit out. Maybe they get Dalton back for that game.
We're talking to Pete Prisco, CBS Sports senior NFL columnist, Tiki and Tierney, CBS Sports Radio. Now, Pete, we made our picks, Tiki and I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago, and we always do the spread every Friday and pick 6 games. One of my games, I like Philly a lot. Getting 3.5 points. I know the Cardinals are really good, and I know they're better than Philly, but the variables, cross-country trip, all that stuff. Philly's playing better. Not so much with point spread stuff, but just give us a quick snapshot, your little thumbnail sketch of what you think happens in this game. Which way you lean and who do you like and why?
I was sitting there when I was looking at it. I'm with you. I thought I picked Philly, and then the more I looked at it, I just don't think they're going to defend the passing game. I just think they have so many problems defending the pass, and Fletcher Cox is playing great football, and they're going to have to block him up. But I think if they do, there's going to be opportunities down the field. And we know Bruce Arians is going to chuck that ball down the field. So, and the flip side is, the Cardinals' defense is pretty good. It's a good defense, and I think they'll be able to take away some of the things that Chip Kelly wants to do. I like Arizona. I think, to me, they're the team that everybody kind of, they had that loss to the Rams, and everybody said, oh, how good are they? But they've kind of been rolling through this. And when they beat Cincinnati, when both teams were healthy about a month ago, that looked like a playoff game of 2 really good teams. And I think they are a really good team. So I'm on the other side with you on that one. I like Arizona.
All right. And I know we'll be seeing you pretty soon. I'm sure you got some of the images from CBS. How about the football city we have in the Bay Area? How sweet is that setup we have?
Yeah, that looks nice there, man.
Yeah.
Who isn't going to be there? That's what I want to know.
That's true. Well, Bogus just raised his hand, and Bogus isn't going to be there. So
because we got a bunch of guys. Everybody's going to be there. It's crazy. It's going to be fun.
As he continues to rub it in, he could care less about Bogus. He's like, everybody's going to be there. It is going to be fun. We got to do dinner, man. I know the audience never cares about that, but me, you, and Tiki need to go get some dinner. Santa as well. Get a couple of drinks and hang out.
You got it. I'll be right there all week, so you let me know. We'll do it.
All right, man. We'll keep reading you. Keep up the good work, Pete. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, fellas. Take care.
Be good.